Hasfa said we are my names from Uganda Revenue Authority. Tax literacy is a brand. That is what we are basically into now. And we are glad to be here with my colleague David to see that we can add something on to the topic for the day, where we are looking at innovation. Yes, Uganda Revenue Authority, we are equally embracing innovation. Amongst our pillars this year, we are leveraging on technology. In whatever way we are leveraging on technology, because it's the way to go. Why do you think we are doing that? We are creating simpler processes. Simpler processes in many ways. Now we have the Instant Tin. This is basically meant to address a register. A register has been too narrow. Then the Instant Tin will help us see that the tax base can expand. And if it expands, that means we will not keep coming to a few. We want everybody to contribute to the national economy development. That is where we are. And with technology, we no longer need you to come to us. It is just you need, then get on your phone, make the application. We approve it in real time in about 5 minutes. We approve it. We discovered that the faster we give you the service, then you will do business. When you do business, I come for the taxes at the end of it. So I have to see how I facilitate trade and your business to get the ultimate goal. We are into, for the last 2 years, we are into a number of interventions, and we have the IFRIS. I think some of us have heard of IFRIS. That's the electronic fiscal receipting and invoicing solution. It is basically a mechanism to help you invoice and receipt in a standardized way. Definitely the ultimate goal is maximizing revenue, but before I even maximize revenue, we want fair assessments. We do not want URA to be associated with business and sura. Not really. We want you to pay what comes out of that business. If there is nothing, we wait for you the following year. So we have tried to make all our processes technology-wise, like the return filing. Just sit in the comfort of your home. Send us that return in whatever way it is. You would ask yourself, what did we do in COVID? We were all down. You were at home. But we collected good monies because the technology was there. And we're improving on it day by day by getting your views to see what we can do best as the institution. So that is where we are with the electronic fiscal receipting and invoicing solution. It is just meant to standardizing the invoicing. We've gone ahead. If you already have a system, why don't we integrate? We use system integrators. We are encouraging the young ones, they have quick brains, to come up with software. We can accredit them. Once they've done all the requirements, then they are among the accredited integrators. That is where we are going. We want to speak to your systems. If that fails, then we use the portal. We've gone ahead to introduce electronic fiscal devices. These are meant to address the informal sector, because you and me are aware the informal sector takes 51% of what we are doing with the economy. That gives me the taxes. I want to make it simpler for them in Chikubo to do the invoicing. Provided that gadget is linked to my system, I will know what has happened. That is where we are going. And while we are doing all this, we discovered in COVID, we can no longer rely on taxes from international trade. We looked at mobilizing revenue domestically. That is when we came up with the domestic revenue mobilization strategy. That is where whatever I'm speaking about is premised. We went ahead and looked at why our manufacturing companies are normally at times failing or struggling. What should we do? We are tired of running around chasing the smugglers, the counterfeiters. Let us introduce a digital tracking solution. where we stamp the item, so that you cannot purchase any item that is not stamped. It is just a mechanism that will push you out of business. So ultimately, when we are all there with these initiatives, one, we will be improving on your business. One, with record keeping. Record keeping in an electronic way. Once you're on IFRIS, you do not need to have the piles of files. My system will store everything. We are looking at a preferred return, where we are reducing the cost of doing business. You do not need this data entrant to come in and file a return on monthly basis and you pay them. It is my system that will auto-populate your return so that you're off. And it will prevent the penalty from coming into your ledger because it's done in real time. That is how far we have gone with technology as the Uganda Revenue Authority. But still, as one of our pillars we are trying to leverage on synergies. That is why we are interconnected with NERA for the national IDs, Uganda Registration Services Bureau for the registration of businesses, KCCA for the trading licenses, Ministry of Local Government outside Kampala in the municipal councils. This collaboration is called the Taxpayer Register Expansion Program. It is more or less because all the institutions I've talked about have gone digital. We have the e-tax for URA, we have the ECT for KCCA, we have the ILOGREV for Ministry of Local Government. Then we have the Integrated Revenue Administrative System, still for local government. That is where we have gone far as government is concerned, and as far as URA is concerned, to see that we can make it simpler